What's up, Scorp? How you guys doing? Let's get into your reading. Let's see what's happening for you. This is going to be like a collective energy check-in, but I do these every week. I try to. That's my intention. But it is graduation season, and I got 3 seniors. Well, 2 seniors and a graduate. So I've been very busy, but either way it goes, let's hop into it. If you're new here, I'm your girl, Sai. And if you're one of my subscribers, what's up, family? What's up, friends? Sending you all light, love, positive vibes, and much abundance to you. Thank you. All right, so let's go ahead and hop into it. I do have a pre-shuffle here to try to slim down the time of this video. Let's hop into it. We're going to clarify, though, on camera. We got the Ace of Wands as the backstory. So we're talking about right now where you guys are starting something new here. Okay, you got a new beginning. You actually, like in the physical, there's something new happening here. I feel like an opportunity has been presented to you. Okay, whether this is a spiritual opportunity, a physical opportunity, there is a new door, a new spark of motivation to make something happen. Now, in the past, with this 7 of Pentacles, intuitively is what I'm gonna read first, and then we'll actually clarify. I feel like in your past with the 7 of Pentacles, you invested in something here, Scorpio, and that investment was like a waste of your time. I'm going to keep it real. That was a waste of your time. Whatever you invested in, I feel like you did not receive the return on your investments. Whether that was a job, a relationship, a business, what have you. But now currently, you in the Ace of Pentacles, so it makes me feel like your dedication, your hard work is going towards something new currently. Okay? So I feel like whatever you invested in the past, there was no return on the investments. And now it's like, well, let me invest in something else. Most definitely. And in your next energy, we have the Fool here. So Aquarius is showing up real heavy here with this Aquarius energy. I mean, you could be dealing with an Aquarius or not. But this is the energy of taking a leap of faith. So I like this. We're going from, okay, I invested in something. Most likely it didn't, play out. It didn't work out. But now I'm starting over to invest in something here new. And I'm going to take a leap of faith. Okay, so maybe this new investment leads you down a path where you have to take a leap of faith. Let's clarify. Because like I said, Ace of Wands here as your backstory definitely shows there is something new that you're doing. Ace of Wands for Scorpio, please and thank you. Why this card flipping all kinds of ways and it flipped in reverse? We have the Knight of Cups. So I feel like you turned down somebody's offer, or you're no longer giving somebody a love offer, if that makes sense. So this is like, I'm no longer emotionally invested into this connection. I'm no longer invested into this person. Whatever the situation here, that there was a love offer being made before, I feel like you get some new, it's something new about it. So you turn down this offer, you turn down this person. Maybe you have to turn them down. Maybe they are no longer available. Maybe they weren't returning the investment of the love you were, the opportunity to love, whatever it was. It feels emotional though. It definitely feels emotional. So it's kind of like out with the old, in with the new when it comes to mostly like love, most likely. King of Wands is on the bottom of that. So guys, you were very attracted. You were very attracted and probably still is. This person is very attractive to you, whether this is physically, whether this is energetically. The King of Wands could also be, well, not also be, it is the energy of a Sagittarius or a Leo. So those signs could be significant for you. All right. But it definitely looks like whoever this is that you were attracted to, if we're talking about love here, it looks like you turned them down. You declined the offer. You reject the offer. Yeah. So maybe they make you an offer. Maybe there's an opportunity or a door that's still left open for you to, walk through with this person. But I feel like you're saying, no, I'm not doing it. Okay, so no longer giving myself to someone. I feel like this person breadcrumbs you. I feel like for whatever reason, they don't have enough to offer you, especially from an emotional standpoint. So I think you decide to make a new move of like, I honestly think you move on, quite frankly. Let's see what the 7 of Pentacles is. In the past for Scorpio, 7 of Pentacles. Okay, we have the King of Cups coming out. This is Scorpio energy. This is also Pisces energy. This is that very emotional, mature type of energy as well. So even if you're not dealing with a water sign or wasn't dealing with a water sign, but you are the water sign, but it's still picking up on love here. So I feel like whatever you emotionally invested in, because it's making me feel like this was an emotional investment in your recent situation, I feel like you chose to what's the word I'm looking for? You chose to be the bigger person. You chose to, it was like a hard truth or a hard pill to swallow. But I feel like you were big enough to do it. You were like, okay, I'm cool with that. Being emotionally mature about a situation that you really could have probably crashed out about, because you did invest in something here, and I feel like I said it didn't go. On the bottom is the 3 of Wands. Yeah. So in the past, you were 3 of Wands is that future planning. So in the past, you were investing in love. You were investing in another water sign. But you definitely were ready to commit here to something, and it was in regards to your future. Okay. Others of you, I feel like, decided in the recent past to invest in yourself. It's like, okay, well, maybe that didn't work out in love. Maybe this person did disappoint me. Maybe this person did betray me. But at the same time, it's like, well, let me invest in myself. Let me invest in working on myself, healing myself. It could look different. It could be different for many of you. Whatever the situation was, it's all about you turning the tables now. And it's all about you investing in yourself and taking care of you and planning for your future. Okay, so being okay with the disappointments, being okay with the heartache. So it's like, I'm not going to let that hold me back any longer. I'm getting ready to do what I need to do for me. So the new investment is you. Okay, so let's see what this Ace of Pentacles, what are y'all doing? We got the Page of Cups. Look at that. That's what I'm telling you. Y'all are investing in yourself. You're following your intuition. You're following your heart. You're following those intuitive punches. Okay? And you're doing what you need to do for yourself. That's the new investment. You are the new investment, Scorpio. On the bottom is the 8 of Wands. Now, let me be clear with you. Very specifically, I am seeing that someone here may be getting some messages, phone calls, emails, some type of communication happening back and forth here. Somebody may be trying to apologize to you. It's making me feel like one particular storyline is like, you've done what you needed to do. You done moved on from a person. You done moved on from a job. And now here they come. Well, I'm so sorry, Scorpio, that happened. And it's like they are trying to get you back. Somebody may be trying to get you back. Whether this is a career, like the workplace, a supervisor, an ex-lover. Somebody's trying to get you back. But intuitively, you know within your heart, within how you feel about the situation, you know what you need to do. And that's to leave it where it's at and go on to the new. To move on to the new. So making practical decisions here by listening to your heart, listening to your intuition. Okay? Subconsciously, what is that voice saying? So take it as confirmation if this is the path you are on, or take it as guidance if you're not sure what the hell is going on. All right? In order to, completely, because I remember last week, I didn't get to post all the videos, but I remember, Scorpio, your title was Change is Unavoidable. So it was like, whether you were ready to get over the situation and move on or not, like, you have to. For whatever reason, whether you were determining to make this decision within yourself, like, I'm going to get over this, or you were made to. That was the energy last week. So, yeah, you definitely have to make a practical decision based off following your intuition, okay? So that leads you right to this Fool energy, in case you didn't know, as I said earlier. It leads you right to that Fool energy. I'm seeing 7 of Swords. 7 of Swords, guys, it flipped out on the bottom in reverse. So I like that, okay? Because 7 of Swords upright is where somebody's being sneaky, somebody's being deceptive. And this could, as I was saying, Scorpio, this also, 7 of Swords could also be self-deception. It doesn't always have to be people outside of you that are lying and untrustworthy. Sometimes it's our own sabotaging negative thoughts of thinking the worst. But even if that was self-deception, or even if it was deception from an outside influence, an outside energy, at the end of the day, your new leap of faith, this Fool, this risk, this chance that you are going to be entering into next, it goes against the deception. It's like, I'm no longer going to think that way. I'm no longer going to engage or entertain situations and people that are deceptive, quite frankly. King of Pentacles is on the bottom, which is Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, and even Aries energy. So it could be any of those signs. But it also could be something about work. It could be something about a husband here. We're talking about a masculine, stable person when we're talking about the King of Pentacles. So it could be a male. It doesn't have to be a male. It could be a female in her in her masculine energy. But regardless of who this is like giving a masculine provider, a masculine energy that's very stable. If we're not talking about a person, we definitely could be talking about an environment. So this would be work. Supervisors, thinking that way if that applies to your workspace. But either way it goes, it's like when it comes to my money, if that's the storyline, when it comes to my money, when it comes to my job, I am getting away from the deception. If this is a thought process about how you saw money, how you saw your self-worth, this is like, I am seeing the truth. So you're getting some truth here when it comes to this King of Pentacles. Whether this is a person, whether this is you, or whether this is something about your income, you get into the truth. So your leap of faith and your next shift and your next energy, your leap of faith is to decline, to reject, to turn down the deceptive energy, whether that's a person or a situation. So take that as advice. All right. Let's get some tea, and then we'll get a support card and an oracle card, and I'm going to leave it there. So let's see how this could be applying for the collective of the Scorpio. What's the tea here for Scorpio, please, and thank you. Tether, telepathy, intuition, dreams, heart songs. Okay, so we're talking about some type of soul tie here. On the bottom, we have obsession. Yeah, it says holding on, clinging, can't let go, anxiety. So we're talking about having ties, soul ties, energetic ties to people or situations, and it's giving obsession. Or it was. It currently is. Like I said, take it as it applies. That was something that you were definitely synced to, that you were definitely spiritually or energetically tied to, that became very obsessive. It became very dark. Okay. So I feel like that's, the tea. And like I said earlier, the advice is to take this leap of faith to, depart from that, to move away from that, to no longer be in that energy, whether that is you or people around you. Okay. Let's get a support card for you. What do y'all need to keep in mind for Scorpio? What do they need to keep in mind? Soul is coming out. It says your soul is preparing to reestablish trust in the process. I feel like I've gotten this before. So trust in the process, because right now, that's what you're going through. A process to reestablish trust. A process to get back in a good, place emotionally. Regardless of this, even if this is about your workplace, your co-workers, your business partners, who the hell ever, it's still about you, getting back in a place where you are emotionally balanced and you're not all over the place, mentally, physically, or emotionally. Okay. On the bottom, we're talking about value. It says focus on things of value. So just know that you're kind of going through a tune-up right now, Scorpio. You're getting refurbished. You getting what do they call when they do cars, like detailing? So you going through the cycle. You're going through the transformation right now. You're going through the rebirth process right now for things to, get back in a balanced place, to get back in a place of where they should be. You energetically. All right. So no worries. No worries. Trust that everything will work out for you as it's supposed to. But I'm still going to say that even though you do have this new door, this new opportunity that's available for you, you have to step into it. Okay. And the way you claim that, I'm seeing joy pop out. The way you claim this new beginning is by saying no, rejecting, declining, turning away from toxic people and toxic situations. Spiritual advice for Scorpio, please, and thank you. Abundance is coming out. So Spirit says the angels are telling you that you already possess the power to have everything that you ever dreamed of and more. When you cultivate true joy, love, peace, passion, purpose, and freedom within yourself, you will see that these things will be reflected back to you in your outside world. So from the interior and showing up in your exterior. And from the internal to the external. The affirmation is abundance is my essence, my foundation, and my being. That's why value is here. Okay. So don't let people or situations block your abundance. And as we know, abundance comes in many forms. It comes in money, it comes in peace, it comes in happiness, it comes in support. There's so many ways and areas that we can be abundant in. And whatever this is, if you don't, I'm not even gonna say if you don't let it go, because I see that y'all have already let it go. Y'all just going through the process. So trust the process. Trust that abundance is on the way to you, Scorpio. Yeah, and keep your value at the forefront as your focus. What do you value? And that should be yourself. You are the new investment. You are the new project. It is time for you to do what you need to do for you. Take that leap of faith after you finish the process. So it's like a recovery journey. And once you get to the end, the last day of your recovery, you do a celebration. And yeah, you take a leap of faith to get back out here and start again. So some of you have already done that. So congratulations if you have for sure moved on and stepped into your new beginning here. And those of you that are still on your way to recovery, trust in the process, trust in yourself, and continue to reject people and situations that you already know that are deceptive or that you just don't trust. Follow your intuition. All right, Scorpio, that's what I have for you guys. Thank y'all for watching. I will see you in the next one. All right, babes. Love you. Bye.